I'm going to announce where the periods are in this one because they're so few and far between. After the torment of their past lives, the band of Wretch Ed, Decimator, Nightmare, and Rectum came out and formed Wicked Stitch, formerly Rabid Zombie. Period. This is the closest to an interview we have. The room is dark. The only light is coming from a pair of candles on the dirt floor. It smells like mold mixed with rotting grass. Welcome to the world of Wicked Stitch. Period. Wretch Ed, a skinny 6', 25-year-old, looks like the guy that everyone made fun of in high school, invites me into the 8x6 room where most of his time is spent. The walls are covered by pictures and drawings of the band's math that he created, with one exception, a picture of a girl maybe 19 to 20 years old. She's a girl I talked to online. It's actually nice to me, he explains. If she met me, she'd be like all the others, he says, picking up a tan leather mask. The hair is made from nylon cord, which has been painted black with a gold earring. This earring belonged to a dear friend of mine, he says, putting the mask on the floor. A drunk driver took her from me. Period. On the floor lay about a half-dozen notebooks with songs. Wretch Ed picks up a microphone which has been utterly destroyed. The only thing it together is black electrical tape. It's like this from when I beat myself in the head with it. Period. He explains, a 6'2" man walks in and throws Wretch Ed a videotape. Wretch Ed responds by throwing the man his mask. He calls it Rectum. It's tan leather with short black braids and curled white nylon cord. Period. The two men begin their transformation when two more men walk in. The first is about 5'3" with long black hair, which is in pigtails, and two brow rings. The second is an Asian man who stands about 5'8" and has short black hair. They both grab tubes of face paint and begin their transformation. Period. Decimator's, the Asian guy's, mask is tan leather with a long braid on the side, and Nightmare's mask is tan leather with 6 white nylon cords and 6 black nylon cords hanging off of it. Period. When all dressed, they grab their instruments. Decimator, however, only has an oil drum. Some motherfucker broke into my place. I stole my shit, he says, reaching for his custom drumsticks. Nightmare's guitar is a heavy flying V. This is Wretch's old guitar. It's heavy, but if I hit someone with it, they stay down. He says with a wicked smile. Rectum walks over holding a porno magazine, pointing out a woman with extremely large breasts. That's what I'm talking about, he says as Nightmare pushes him away, only to have Rectum tackle him. Get off me, fag, Nightmare says as they go back to their instruments. Rectum has a black Washburn bass guitar. This guitar is my own to Dimebag Daryl, he says as Decimator grabs a beer. Period. They start playing a few songs for us. Most of them are made up of various samples which drummer/mixer Decimator puts together. Period. The first song is a loud, hateful song called This Is My Face. Look what you reduced me to, convinced I'm ugly, and when I take this mask off, I vomit uncontrollably. Next they play There's No Other Choice. I have no shame, cause I lost my pride, and I feel like I'm dying from these feelings inside. They're interrupted when Decimator's cell phone rings. Wretched rips his mask off and grabs the phone out of Decimator's hand. Call back later, you fucking bitch, he yells as he throws the phone out the door. When he puts his mask back on, he looks at Decimator. What, you wanna say something? He says. No, Decimator says as they pick up their instruments and play prank calls. Fucking motherfucker got a life reform forced to take your life. Next they play Rotten Shell. Now all that's left is What You See. Do you think anyone would ever care for me like this? When practice concludes, Rectum commences pulling his pants down and urinating on Decimator, who punches him in the face. You see what I have to deal with? Wretched says, walking outside with me. I have one more thing to tell everyone, he says. I look through the eye holes in his mask to see his eyes cutting through me. No one will get in our way. We've wanted this our whole fucking life, and we don't care who we've got to step on. We're gonna make it. Period. The look in his eyes tell me he knows he's right, but that he could also snap and seriously hurt someone at the drop of a hat. From where I stand, I think Wretch Ed and his Wicked Stitch will make it to TV. Whether it's on MTV or the 6 o'clock news is the only question left. Interviewed by Darkside. That's what I'm talking about!